In at least one early translation of the Shanghan Lun, the term fengchang, literally windworm, appears as a subject heading without any description beneath it. This omission raised questions for scholars and students alike, suggesting a possible redaction or loss of detail during the evolution of traditional Chinese medical texts. The term reappears in various materia medica entries, often linked with herbal treatments used for worms in the teeth, abdominal discomfort, and symptoms involving disturbed Shen or the Wei defensive Qi layer. Windworm symptoms, when extrapolated from context, may include sudden distortion of voice, collapse, or weakness in posture, emotional lability or unreachable spirit, fascia distortion or sudden loss of tone. These signs closely resemble somatic mimicry patterns reported today. In this light, windworm may be an early attempt to describe parasitic frequency hijack of the breath or fascia system, phenomena, now resurfacing in modern microscopy and energetic fieldwork under terms like mimic, gu, or ropeworm. The term also appears in general discussions in medieval dietary manuals like the Yinshan Zhengyao, Proper Habits of Food and Drink, warning against the mysterious windworm issues that certain foods or practices might cause. Plum Pit Qi, more familiar in modern TCM diagnosis, describes the sensation of something stuck in the throat, a blockage with no physical form. Traditionally linked to stagnation of qi and phlegm, Plum Pit Qi is often triggered by emotional constraint or grief. But when re-examined through the lens of breathline pathology, it may represent not only emotional stagnation, but breath channel occlusion, particularly along the Ren-mai at Ren 22. In clinical cases involving the mimic, we often see tightness at Ren 22, swallowing difficulty, interference with sound and self-expression. Together, windworm and Plum Pit Qi may describe two ends of the same spectrum, one ancient and half-erased, one modern and miscategorized, both pointing to the same mimicry-based obstruction of breath and field. While windworm may hint at an early energetic parasite interfering with voice, breath, and fascia, and Plum Pit Qi reveals the silent obstruction of emotional expression through the throat. What happens when these interferences layer over time? What if the mimic doesn't just hijack a breathline or block a channel, but begins to embed, camouflage, and multiply within the body, the psyche, and even the environment? This brings us to the ancient and complex diagnosis known as gu syndrome, often described as a possession by layered parasites, or the result of multiple infestations fermenting over time. In Part 3, we'll explore what the classics say about gu worms, how the symptoms match modern cases of mimicry, and how both ancient texts and modern observations point to a frequency-based parasite that mirrors the host and feeds on more than just flesh. We'll also ask, why was gu such a feared diagnosis in early China? And why does it seem to match so many mysterious illnesses today? Join me in the next installment as we dive deeper into the history, pathology, and implications of gu, and how it may hold the missing link between environmental exposure, emotional trauma, and a host of subtle chronic issues.